Here. Lean on me as much as you want. Yep, there you go. You got it. There you go.
Yeah, we call it
Hi, friends. How are you? How was your Thanksgiving? Good. Where are you going now? Oh, okay. I just have a well before they get started with that.
You can probably make
We have to probably walk around.
This is miles
Good evening. Good evening. Are we good at 6th grade? All right. Good evening. And welcome to the first All Indian Trail concert since March of 2020. It is so awesome to see you all here. Told myself I'm gonna try not to get choked up, but seriously, I talked to the 8th graders and asked them, do you think we'd ever get back to this? And a lot of them didn't think we would. This is a long time coming. You're in for a great night of work, or a great night of music. We had combined rehearsals the last 2 days. By yesterday, they were starting to really sound good. Getting used to playing together, because I don't know how well you know that they are in 2 periods of music, or class, for each group. So, yesterday and the day before was the first time that the entire groups got to play together. They were all pretty darn responsible and remembered to come down when it wasn't their time to come down normally for band. And they have put the time in, they put the work in, and I hope that at home you've heard the growth. 7th and 8th grade parents who got to experience the wonders of remote band, they hated it, didn't they? I I didn't like it either. I'm sitting either in my room, teaching from my office, or up in front of the room, or teaching from the office at my house. Neither option was great. But while our program did get smaller, I'd like to think that we kept quality. I'd like to think that quantity does not matter. The kids that we've got are the ones, especially the 7th and 8th graders, that dealt with remote band last year. And they're like, you know what, I still want to be in band. The 6th graders didn't get a traditional recruitment. We normally go out to elementary schools and recruit them. They got recruited by video. Yet they're still here. So, we're gonna start with our 6th grade band. 6th grade parents, who heard Less Than Pretty sounds at the beginning of the year? Who's recognizing songs at home right now? Okay. 7th grade parents who weren't quite sure what the heck was happening last year, who's actually getting to hear songs now that make sense? Yes. Okay. So, our 6th grade band, they have grown a ton. My parents, I hope you've heard the growth at home. They went from me thinking, oh man, it's gonna take a bit, to us having successful rehearsals this week all combined. The aide that helps out with one of our 6th grade band periods came in and listened to them yesterday, and he stepped up to the side, and when they were done, he just gave them a solid yes, because of how well it was coming together. Because he had heard all the steps leading up to that. So they have grown a ton this year. I hope you're pleased with what you hear tonight. Without further ado, here's our 6th grade band.
Jingle Bells. Jingle Bells is one of the best known and commonly sung American songs in the world. It was written by James Lord Pierpont and published under the title One Horse Open Sleigh in the autumn of 1857. Although originally intended for the Thanksgiving season and having no connection to Christmas, it became associated with Christmas music in the holiday season and decades after it was first performed. This is a children's Hanukkah song about making a dreidel and playing with it. A dreidel is a four-sided spinning top played with during the Jewish holiday of Hanukkah. This is a Jewish variant on the tea totem, a gambling toy found in many European cultures. Each side of the dreidel bears a letter of the Hebrew alphabet.
Up on a Housetop was written by Benjamin Hanby in 1864 in the town of New Paris, Ohio. It has been recorded by a multitude of singers, among the most notable Gene Autry, who is also known for his version of the classic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
The origin of Jolly Old St. Nicholas is not entirely clear, although it was probably written in the mid-19th century and is one of the first songs in which Santa Claus was a prominent figure. Because of its similarity to Up on a Housetop, many people believe that it was written by Benjamin Hanby. Kwanzaa, the Lights Are Shining. This is an original work that celebrates Kwanzaa, an African-American and Pan-African holiday which celebrates family, community, and culture. Celebrated from December 26th through January 1st, its origins are in the first harvest celebrations of Africa, from which it takes its name. The name Kwanzaa is derived from the phrase Matunda ya Kwanzaa, which means first fruits in Swahili, a Pan-African language which is the most widely spoken African language.
Sorry, mix up on my fault. My old mind said we only needed one set of bells. We're adjusting. This week with things, with kids being out because of contact tracing, the motto this week and last week's been Semper Gumby, always flexible. So, and they've surely been living by that, just kind of rolling with the punches. Go around back.
That's all, yeah. This is what I got here. That video on the website.
Our next group to form is our 7th grade band. 7th grade, this is their first concert ever. Because they were Zoom all last year. And the May concert, it wasn't safe to do a concert yet. So this is their first concert ever. These wonderful students did beginning band completely remote, with me doing stuff like this. No, the fingerings like this. Through a camera. Okay? If you could have seen me teaching from home, that first little bit, I literally had every beginning band instrument in the room with me. So that I could literally put up anything.
And show,
Oh wait, no, hold on. Trombone's this way.
or whatever.
So that they could see everything. I played a lot for them last year. Yes, even if my sounds weren't pretty because I'm not a woodwind player. But yeah, it was an interesting year. But the good news is they worked hard enough last year where we came in the first week of 7th grade this year and got to start playing at a lot of it sunk in, and we just kind of had to start at the beginning of the book and just kind of quickly review. And they did really well last year. They dealt with it like the amazing young people that they are. So here is our 7th grade band.
This selection is an arrangement of the popular Hanukkah song O Hanukkah. It was originally written by Mordecai Rivesman, who was born in Lithuania. Rivesman wrote this song in the early 1900s. Christmas Truce of 1914. 2014 marked the 100th anniversary of the Christmas Truce of 1914, where opposing soldiers engaged in World War I combat laid down their arms and celebrated the Christmas holiday together. This piece combines fragments of Gustav Holst's Mars, the Burning War, from the planets with the beautiful carol Silent Night.
This work is based on trivia from Quebec's score in 1933 film Lieutenant Teacher. From this score, Quebec assembled 5 moment suits, the fourth of which was Trocchia, which is a Russian 3-horse sleigh.
No, and then it's big stop.
Our next ensemble, if you've been to any concerts for me in the last handful of years pre-COVID, you didn't get to see jazz band at those concerts. Because we did it at the high school auditorium, and I felt like I'd be wasting the audience's time by swapping out the stage. Although it would have been fun to do jazz band. Jazz band has not performed on the same night as everybody else. 5-6 years, at least. This year's jazz band, because we couldn't really have true jazz band last year, I had a handful of kids that were coming to jazz band via Zoom. So they were learning kind of some jazz music, playing along, recording, doing the best they could. So this year's band is kind of a lab band. So I'm not teaching them notes on their instrument, but I'm teaching them jazz. I'm teaching them how to play jazz. Because Jacob fared with me over Zoom last year, but everybody else, this year is their first experience with jazz. I would like to mention that Linus, our piano player, he did confide to me that his piano teacher did have him learning some jazz stuff in his piano lessons. So while he has experience playing jazz chords on piano, he's not in the group. And he gets to play on a real piano tonight. So jazz band, got an interesting group. Kyle's normally a clarinet player. Jacob does play French horn, but he wanted to look more like a trumpet, so he's playing mellophone. Cece got encouraged by her band director to learn drum set. And here she is, okay? And while Linus is also a French horn player, but man, he's a darn good piano player, so we're blessed to have him. So, without further ado, here's our jazz band. Their opening number is called Who Let the Elves Up? It is a rock version of Good King Wenceslas, which is a word I have trouble saying. It will feature Edison Medina on the euphonium. Jazz Band's next song is a non-standard take on a traditional song that you all probably know. Written by Irving Berlin. It originated, my brain just left me, originally in the movie Holiday Inn. But everybody mainly knows it from the movie that has the same name. Our version is a bossa nova, a Latin chart. Jazz band's last song was made popular in the movie Polar Express, and arguably one of the most exciting scenes in the movie, especially if you like hot chocolate. And the one on the front of the like when they're like out on the outside, the train's kind of exciting too, but I love hot chocolate. This is the exciting scene. So from Polar Express, hot chocolate. We've got one band left. So 7th grade band, please stand. Grab all your stuff, leave nothing there for the 8th graders to have. 8th grade band, stand up please. 7th grade, come around back towards the band room and around. 8th grade band, come around this way. Students are funny. When I talked about jazz band in September, what you saw is who was interested. Now that they get to hear jazz band play, they're like, hey, is it too late to sign up for jazz band? For those of you that are inquiring and wondering, the requirement is you have been playing for at least 1 year on your instrument. And I will talk to the current members, see if they're like, yes, no. Our last group to perform is our 8th grade band. They've had a busy fall so far. This is not their first performance. High school bands are trying to get them to join their band programs, as they should. Because I believe all of your students could be high school band successful. They just have to be willing to do it. Yes, it's going to be a lot more work, but the opportunities are incredible. Every other year they go on a big trip in spring break. They have marching band, all around good time. They've got other playing opportunities like being in the musical pit in the spring. I mean, they could be in the magical dinner and perform on instruments in the magical dinner. I mean, their opportunities skyrocket from what I can provide here. I've got some former students that are not on their head yes. Okay? They started out their year. They had the option to go to a high school football game and either just hang out with the high school band or actually play with them. Had probably close to half the 8th grade band that took that option and went out and had a great time. Then in October, last week of October, they both halves of our band, well, we have one lone student, hi Manuel, who's the only student that we have going to East next year. Everybody else is going to Central. It's usually a closer to a 50-50 split. Like the current 7th grade band's almost a 50-50 split. But they went to the high school bands. We rehearsed the same music in our class, and Plainfield Central bound students went to play with Timber Ridge. The Plainfield East bound student went to play with JFK over at East. We had a great time playing those ones. So this is their technically second concert band performance of the year, but it's their first one since they were in 6th grade for Indian Trail concerts. like I said, they were worried they wouldn't even get to have a normal 8th grade year. Last year's 8th grade group didn't. The year before that, I was literally in the process of passing out their last concert music. And I'm like, because they're like, we're told, oh, we'll be back in 2 weeks. So I'm like hurriedly passing out music, practice while you're home, practice while you're home. Yeah. And that music just sat in their folders. Maybe played for fun. Here's our 8th grade band.
Fanfare for a holiday celebration. Heralding the most joyous of seasons, this piece highlights the power and dramatic impact of the concert band. Beginning with a fanfare statement based upon joy to the world, this song moves into a festive setting of Hark, the Herald Angels sings, before returning to the fanfare for a majestic conclusion.
December Snow. The piece was inspired by memories of one of nature's simple wonders, early winter snowflakes. In this piece, specific events are remembered as the music goes on. For snowflakes, snow picking, out for a sleigh ride, and returning home for hot chocolate.
Have the cookies left out on Christmas Eve mysteriously vanished? Does it seem like the Nutcracker and toy soldier figurines have moved to different locations by themselves overnight? Are you experiencing strange visions of holiday confections dancing in your head at night? There's only one operative with the right skill set to deal with these holiday capers. Secret Agent Sugarplum of the Holiday Sweets Division of Winter.
Thank you very much. That's one on the way. Our next concert is on February 22nd, back here. You're gonna hear a whole set of new music. Hope you enjoyed this evening. Hope we got you in the mood for the holiday season. And I ask one thing of you before you take your students with you. We need to get all of this back up in the band room so I can teach tomorrow. Now, we actually had less people. And we got this room set up in about 20, 25 minutes. Like I had everybody here by 5, we were set up before 5:30. So, students who know what my room looks like, get it close. I'll sort through it in the morning. Okay? So thank you very much. Drive safe. Have a great holiday season. And I will see you all in February.